can really recreate it.
No, I know how to make the horn part, it's the inside.
Right, that's the part that makes them so incredible.
Because she just uses puff paper for the outside.
Here. And does she not give out the filling
She
recipe?
gave it to me once, but I have no idea where it is.
Jeff, would you be willing to chair?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm down in Boston again at my brother's. I got here yesterday and I'll be here till Saturday afternoon, so. So I'm kind of tired. I had a 9 o'clock, yes, 9 p.m. appointment last night and then another one this morning, so.
Oh,
Yeah, so I'm kind of beat. So if you see me nodding off, Hannah,
we'll let you sleep. Okay, it's 6 o'clock and we are recording. So I'll call this select board meeting to order. If you could rise and join the pledge of allegiance. To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Approve the minutes from November 25th, which was our last meeting. Here a motion.
I'd move we table them. I quite honestly haven't had a chance to read them. I started to, and I know there's at least a couple of things I'd like to suggest changes on.
Okay, heard a motion table.
I'll second that.
All those in favor? John,
John, I.
Sue,
Do I?
Jeff, I. 3-0 tabled. Adjustments to the agenda. We do have the trekkers here represented, so we will put them on the agenda, probably the first thing on the agenda.
I have a couple more too.
I'd like to just give a very brief 30-second report regarding the trees and the power out back at the stumped up,
You
which
got it.
which I believe has been fixed, correct, Hannah?
Yes.
At least temporarily.
Did you have something else?
Yes, I have discussed a lockbox at the Gilbert Butler Center. And then I have a couple donations. We had a $25 donation from Philip Clark to the library. Clark, yep. A $48 donation from Soup Luncheons. And then a $500 donation to the library and community center from the estate of Ann Cousins. That's it.
Okay. Do you have anything, Sue? Right. Public comment for things that are not on the agenda. Do you have anything? Oh, going once, going twice. Report of members. John, do you want to do the discussion now of the
Sure.
stump?
I emailed most of you when Dana got there Saturday. There was spruce limbs over the wires. The wires were on the ground. The mast from the building was bent. Obviously had to close. The wires were live. Dana called Corey. Corey and her husband went up and cleaned up as best they could, and contacted CMP, or somebody did. I don't know if that was Hannah or Corey. CMP came and disconnected the wires, and I got a hold of BC Electric on Sunday and asked them if there's any way they could repair the mast, even temporarily, so we could reopen Wednesday. And I wasn't too hopeful. And I got a call about 8:30 Monday morning saying that they were almost done. And then somebody called CMP and CMP came and reconnected it. I'm not sure who called CMP, but so we were able to open Wednesday, as I understand it, which was great. But we are going to have to take some of those big old trees down. This is the second time this has happened in a couple of years now, and it's not cheap. And so I just want to let you know that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And to Hannah and Corey.
I will say I didn't do it.
didn't do
It
it?
was Corey.
Oh, okay.
I just put it on the serve.
Sue, do you have anything?
No.
I've got the same thing I put in last time. This Saturday at 9:30 at the People's United Methodist Church, the St. George Legion Post and the South Thomaston Lions Club will be laying wreaths at the village cemetery, and the ceremony will be at the church at 9:30. There will be music provided from 9 o'clock till 9:30. And then the Army National Guard did provide us an honor guard. So for those of you who have participated in the past, it won't be out in the middle of the field. It'll be a little more formal and inside. Right afterwards, we'll go to the village cemetery to lay the wreaths. So anybody who wants to participate or join us at either one of them, please do. Thank you. Okay, old business. Well, before we move on to old business, a few trekkers.
Much.
Yeah.
Is it better for me to sit or stand, or do you have a preference?
Whatever's easiest for you, we're good.
Okay, so my back's not.
Yeah.
I like to stand up. Hi. Thank you. Thanks so much for having me tonight. I'm Stephanie Welch. I'm the Executive Director of Trekkers, a youth development organization many of you are familiar with. I'm also a South Thomaston resident. And so the first thing I'd like to say is just thank you. Thank you for having me here tonight. I love this community. I feel so fortunate to live here, and I know it takes leadership. Local leadership is hard. You have a hard job, and I appreciate it. So I'll just start there. I really just wanted to come tonight to just give you some updates on Trekkers. So for those who may not be familiar with Trekkers, we are a 6-year long-term mentoring program for youth ages from 7th grade through high school graduation. We've been around for 31 years. We serve kids starting in 7th grade all the way through that 6 years. So we've seen a lot of kids come through, not just South Thomaston, but the entire peninsula, Rockland, Owl's Head, and Cushing, and Thomaston, of course. And throughout those years, we've had students who have stayed in this community, they've served this community, and we feel really proud that the work that we do helps build leaders. Helps build local leaders who are resilient, empathetic, they have great aspirations, and they give back. And so we feel really good about the work that we've done to build local leadership. And that work continues. We're doing the same work in the same ways that we've done for all those years, and we're adding more. So over this past year, we've started working with the alternative education program at Oceanside High School. There are students who it's a challenge for them to participate in our 10-day expeditions, but we're able to meet with them every week, provide them with opportunities to build some of those same skills, have some of the same experiences. And then the other thing that we're doing, and we're sort of doubling down on, is for students who are participating in that 6-year cohort model, we provide them with an opportunity to become student leaders. So they become peer mentors for younger students. So we're really cultivating that leadership all throughout the 6 years. So new things happening at Trekkers, some of the same things happening at Trekkers, and we just feel really lucky to be part of the community, to be part of South Thomaston, to be all up and down the peninsula and throughout the Oceanside footprint. So just wanted to thank you and let you know what we're working on.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, as most of you know, the town does not donate as a town to worthy causes, but that doesn't mean that individuals can't donate. And this is one of those that I like. So, thank you.
Thank you.
You want to do the lockbox? Special.
So Carrie sent an email out December 1st regarding, getting keys for Guilford Butler. We have not been able to get in touch with sergeants. Please. To get, any copies made. I don't know what's wrong with them. They won't answer us. Okay, hold on. She states we could get a lockbox that could be mounted on the wall next to the door, or one that goes through the handle that would hold a key to Guilford Butler. Another thought is if someone was going out of town, they may be able to find a locksmith to copy the key. But as of right now, we don't have enough keys to get into Guilford Butler.
The keys were, I think were like $30 a piece, is what I was quoted. And like July, they were gonna order the blanks. They apparently never did. Terry went in to check. They didn't even have record of it. Or said they were gonna look, but then they never got back to her either. And then she went again. Place was open, went in, hollered, nobody answered. Lowe's can't make them. Spears can't make them. Every place we can think of to ask cannot make the keys. So we thought of the lockbox on the handle, the door handle, like you would at
For real estate.
real estate, yeah. Or you have someone that comes into your house on a regular basis.
There's no way
Didn't
we can, whoops, sorry, go ahead.
Didn't we used to have a lockbox on that building?
We had a Knox box on the end.
Oh, a Knox box, not this
No
would.
lockbox.
Would this box satisfy your requirements? Could we forego getting a Knox box if we had a lockbox
Would it be a code or?
It would be a code,
code?
yeah. That could be changed if too many people had it.
And yeah, would.
John, you had something?
Well, I was just gonna suggest if we knew who the manufacturer of the lock was, if we could perhaps reach out to them. But there aren't that many lock manufacturers that I'm aware of, but just a thought. Nothing I wanna take on. I did wanna point out though that we didn't have a Knox box on there. I think
The school did.
the school did, I think, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the school did, but it matches our stuff, our one key.
Well, I'm in favor of putting a box on the wall. And then still looking into it. I think the issue is the blank keys are special made for institutions. So you can't just go to somebody who makes them in the mall or to normally where you get your keys made. You've got to have somebody who's licensed to do that particular type. And so I don't even think we could get them done by somebody outside if we went to another town or something. So I'm in favor of putting the lockbox on. Somebody would make a motion.
I make a motion that we put a lockbox at the Guilford Butler Community Center.
I'll second that.
Okay,
So-
any further discussion?
Yeah, well, how do you envision that? Would there be a key in there or?
Yeah, that's the whole idea, is the key is in there. You have a code. You open it up and there's a key and you open the door and then put the key back in and lock it.
So what happens if someone doesn't put the key back in? someone like me go down there, open it up, stick it in my pocket because my hands are full of everything. Uh,
We'll put a little email out and say whoever took the key, put it back. I mean, it's obviously not gonna be the only key, it's just that we don't have enough for people that need. keys
okay,
to Get in
Okay.
there. It's
Yeah.
not gonna be the one and only key.
yeah, okay.
Any further discussion? Yes, ma'am.
Can that be so that whoever has opened it, can that be keyed to their individual codes? So that you know the person or not, because I know there are some that are out there that don't like that.
Yeah, I don't
I
know
don't
the
think
time.
so.
I suspect you could, but it would cost. It would cost significantly more. Usually those are tied into something.
Right, electronically transmitted.
Yeah.
I have one.
Yeah. Any further discussion? All those in favor, John,
Well,
Sue,
Sue, I.
Jeff, I passes 3-0. And while we're on Guilford Butler. Relocating. How's it going? You're gonna speak for Terry?
Yes, so update on the move to Guilford Butler. After the last select board meeting, she contacted Fidium to install the internet service. And I'm waiting for an installation date. As soon as I have the date from Fidium, I will line Gus up to do the work he needs to do. There are tables and chairs in the meeting area. The ORC will hold their meeting there tomorrow night. I've cleaned and painted the closet. Now I can start taking some books down. A desk has been ordered for Kevin. We have discussed the filing cabinets we will take. And Michelle has been helping clean out some of the old filing cabinets.
And then try to spit one little thing in. Contrary to the rumor that I am not moving there till February, that is not true. We're gonna move there as soon as we can.
Right. John, you got any questions?
no,
Next item, discuss and consider approval of an ambulance service hardship. I think there's a couple of them on there.
We have one, the other one. I discussed, in the background notes.
Yeah.
I figured they had insurance during that time, didn't use it. We should not have to pay for that. So I denied it.
Okay,
But the other one, college student, doesn't make a lot of money, doesn't have insurance.
I move
that-
approval.
what?
He moved
I
to
move
approve.
approval.
Okay. I'll second that.
For discussion, do we need to approve each one of these or is that,
Oh, that's right.
I think our policy allows clerk to do that.
Yes, but I wasn't sure if I would I'd bring it to you to have it written off, if that was the case, or.
I think you're
Like,
right. I think in order for us to write, the auditor to write it off, it has to come from us. I think you're right.
So we don't need your approval, to give you approval to do it, but we need to approve writing it off
Right,
to
that's what I
the
thought.
treasurer.
Okay,
Okay.
that's my motion.
All right.
I second it.
Right, I'll figure that out later.
Any further discussion? All those in favor, John,
John, I.
Sue,
Sue, I.
Jeff, I, 3-0. Approved. Okay, update, moving on to new business. Update to RCS assessment reeval project.
So I got in touch with Josh, he said the lady that was working with us does not work there anymore, so we kind of started back at square one again. He said that he will get back in touch with us with a time plan, when they're gonna start. He said they're gonna start as soon as the weather permits them to, so today I gave them another yes to the paper that they're gonna send out to everybody. I think that's where we were last time, so. He said as soon as the weather permits them to, which I think will be after winter, they'll start.
Okay.
But he's gonna get back in touch with me with a time plan, time stamps, everything, so.
And I think once they come up with a time schedule for us, I would like to do a public meeting or.
Yeah.
So that they can discuss it with the town and people can ask questions.
Yep.
And we can make sure that the people that are going around are legitimate people going around.
I must say, I was a little disappointed that we had to reach out to them.
Yeah,
That they didn't reach out to us. I mean, we paid them a tidy sum in the summer to get this going, and I don't know, it just seems, I'm just disappointed.
yeah, me too. Any other further discussion? All right, discuss the COLA for the 26 budget. And the letter to the, we can do the letter to the department heads at the same time, I think. I think in the letter you put 2.8%.
That's what Social Security.
Yeah, 2.8.
Which is what all the federal agencies are using, so. I'm in favor of that. Unless we want to have the discussion about getting ahead, but. That would require us to do 5.6 and it's still a guess, and so I personally would like to put that off as long as we can. You got any opinions on that, John?
No, I'm happy with that. I'd like to, are we taking the letter and the COLA up together?
Yeah, I think so, because
Yeah,
it's in the letter.
before we vote on this and I forget about it, we have in the letter, I believe, something where we've asked the department heads if there's gonna be a difference between the 3.8 and what they're proposing, that they come in ahead of time and talk to us, and that seems to have fallen apart. I know last year we had at least one, if not two, fairly major departments that proposed increases outside of that. And I'm not saying they're not merited by any means, but I just think we should keep our eyes on that and have it. I hate having that discussion the night of the budget review meeting.
Right.
Well, the letter is asking to have that by January 8th.
Yeah, but it doesn't happen.
So maybe in the letter we want to.
I mean, correct me if
Underline.
is Terry there?
Yes.
Yeah.
I am.
Correct me
It's
if I'm
in-
wrong,
it's in
Terry.
red.
Yeah, just when I copied it, at least.
Oh, that's why,
That's why it looks weird.
It's in red in the letter,
and that goes to all the department heads, right?
yeah,
Correct me if I'm wrong, Terry, but that's happened a couple of years in a row now, hasn't it?
that is true.
Okay. I mean, if we're not gonna do it, then let's take it out of the letter.
No, I think we need to.
I do too.
I am comfortable with the letter.
I am too.
You want to make a motion to approve the letter with 2.8%?
I will make that motion.
I will second it.
Any further discussion? And just for information, it's, we're looking for input from the department heads by February 9th. It's hard to believe we're that close already. Okay, all those in favor, John,
John, I,
Sue,
Do I?
Jeff, I. 3-0, it passes. Discuss the automatic foreclosure waiver for 72 Westbrook Street. And Are you gonna talk for Terry
I
again?
don't think I could get through that one.
Yeah, this is quite a long one. I'm just trying to see where this ended. I guess I'll just read all of it. The lien on the Esther Rankless estate property will foreclose on January 8th. Automatic foreclosure can be waived by the vote of the municipality's legislative body, town meeting or council, giving the treasurer authority to record a waiver of foreclosure in the registry 36 MRSA subsection 944. The waiver must be recorded before the right of redemption expires. If a waiver is recorded, the tax lien mortgage remains in force but does not automatically foreclose. Instead, court action is needed to foreclose at a later time, if desired at all. Waiver of foreclosure is typically used when the town wishes to avoid acquiring a property that may be burdensome, for example, a rundown dam, dilapidated building, or toxic waste site. I would think that a burned out house might fall into this category. If it becomes town acquired, would we then be responsible for removing the house? Would our insurance company require that? There would have to be a special town meeting to waive the foreclosure. Linda Ratcliffe called, Linda is Greg Franklin's sister. She received foreclosure notice for 72 Westbrook Street as personal representative of the Esther Rankless estate. Linda said they are in the process of selling the property to Brett Shepherd. The first step is to get Greg, his campers, and buddies evicted from the property, which she said she's currently working on. She wants to know if there was any way to stop the foreclosure. I told her a waiver of the foreclosure is going to be discussed at the SB meeting tonight, or the 23 tax lien to be paid, and that would stop the foreclosure. She did not think the sale would go through before January 8th. Linda also said she knew she wouldn't get help from either of her brothers to pay the 23 tax lien. It would be hard for her to pay the 23 tax lien herself.
So the only negative to waiving it, well, there's two. One, we've got to have a special town meeting. But the other is that if at some point in the future, we decide we do want to foreclose for whatever reason, we would end up having to go to court to do that.
So do we need to have a special town meeting? This says, would we? Sorry to interrupt you. Would we need to have a special town meeting?
I think we do.
Yes.
We do,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah, I
'cause
think we do too.
okay.
I agree. But I guess my question is one that's posed in the letter, what would our insurance company require? I mean, I think that's an important distinction. And I know in the past, if there's no one living there, they're more lenient than if someone is. And is there someone living there?
There's two campers on the property that both have someone living in them.
But not in the house?
Not in the actual house.
Yeah. I don't know. My gut is we need to keep the pressure on it, move this along. We can always sell it back to whoever owns it. I guess it's the estate. We can always sell it back to the estate after the fact, after it's closed. I mean, we do that all the time. And then they could convey it to a third party. At that point, you know what I mean? But I mean, that's my gut.
Yeah, but it does start with those new procedures. It starts with a clock running.
Well, except yeah, it does. But I mean, if this sale is real, that's how and I suspect it might be because I believe he's a butter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's very likely to happen. I mean, who wants that right next to him, And the other thing is, I think the value in that, even though it's not assessed that way, but I think the value in this is in the land, not in the buildings. I mean, that's a very nice lot looking over the river. So I guess I just don't see us being, and it's not like it's an industrial use or a dam that's gonna burst. so I guess it's, I guess I lean towards, keep on keeping on. And if we end up having to clean it up, we still have the land.
Right. What do you think, Sue?
One of the questions I had put was, we have to go to court, so would all those costs if we waived it? Cause it's just a temporary waiver, right?
Oh,
Or do they not have to pay it at all? Right.
no, they still have to pay. They still have to pay the back taxes and the penalties and all that.
Right,
But we don't own it. We wouldn't
right.
take
We don't
possession.
take possession of it.
Right. And if we ever wanted to take possession for whatever
We have
reason,
to go
we'd
to
have to go to court. Which,
In which those fees would be passed on to whoever acquired the property.
correct.
But we also got the subsequent year taxes still hanging out there.
Yeah. Yeah, I lean in the same direction, John. I don't want to give up the pressure that foreclosure brings on the parties to expedite and get
Yeah.
things done.
I
Right.
think I tend to agree.
So John, you want to make that a motion that we not,
Well, do we need to
Wait.
take any action?
well, no, I guess we don't have to. If we wanted to waive it, we'd have to take action.
Right.
But since we don't want to waive it,
No action.
no action's required.
Yeah, I just want to make sure Terry's okay with that, and I understand she can't speak.
If not,
No, that's fine. Actually, that was just forced limit to the taxes. If she pays off the 23 lien, we don't foreclose.
right,
Right, and even if we do foreclose, we could always sell it back to the estate for the 23 taxes, which are no longer exist, and the cost. So, yeah. Is my point. So the 8th is not that, I don't even want to say this publicly. It's not that critical a day.
Well, I think where it does get complicated is she has a potential buyer. And they're in the process now of going through that. Once we foreclose, then that falls apart.
Well, I think it adds another step.
but she's also has to try to get people off that property,
Yeah,
and that
that's true.
could take a while. I think this is gonna be the least of her worries.
I suspect her liens might, the 23 lien will get paid. So it doesn't foreclose.
Okay. That would be the easiest
It would be the
solution.
easiest way.
Okay. No action. Discuss and consider posting signs at the town landing in support of Maine Marine Trades Association. Is this that post?
Yeah.
It's a state agency.
Yeah, they are in cahoots with the Fishermen Association.
Right.
They came in and just talked about the fishermen stuff a while ago. But they just want to post those posters. I got one that's paper that would be put in the town office. But they also requested that one be down at the town landing. And I didn't know what to do about that
Yeah.
one, so.
So
What
they
happened?
just provide the sign, not the post, or,
They provided everything. I just didn't know what to do with it. I didn't wanna put it down there or where I need. to
oh,
put
they'll
it.
come put it up?
No, I'd have to do it. They gave me screws.
Good
They
enough.
wanted me to go down and do it. but-
So, what happens if it gets damaged? We're not assuming responsibility to keep one up there, I assume.
I wouldn't think so.
I don't think they
Okay.
really care.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In my mind, the only issue is whether we're setting a precedence and.
yes, that's,
And, because we typically don't let commercial entities anyway post out there. But this is kind of a state-sponsored entity. So I don't have a problem with that as long as we all understand that we're not changing our precedents.
yeah, and I've certainly seen on inland freshwater, you see those, clean for, what's it called? The stuff that gets,
Milfoil.
yeah, milfoil. I mean, that are, posted all over those landings, so. But I did think of that. I mean, what's next? I didn't hear the answer to, is it a state agency?
I'm trying to look that up right now.
My impression was it, my impression
Poster
was,
read like it was a state agency.
my impression was that it wasn't.
It's not. It's a private nonprofit trade association representing marine businesses in Maine. They work closely with agencies like the DEP and the legislature. Industry-led organization run by a volunteer board.
And the content of the poster isn't political or
Right.
pushing them. All it just makes recommendations that I would think DEP would be in favor of, and Coast Guard.
Is there already a post down there that you can screw it in?
I don't know.
See, that's another question.
That's another
Do
thing.
we
I
have
didn't know where to put it.
a place that we don't have to?
Cause it screws. It's not like it's.
Well,
it's
there's a signpost right in the middle there where it says no gasoline on the, or
Yeah.
something
So
like
if there's
that.
space on there, yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. I guess I would, I'll make a motion, to allow the, town clerk discretion, to post this, provided it doesn't become a burden.
I'll second that.
Okay. Any further discussion? Yeah, and I just want to make it real clear that I don't think this should change what we've been doing, our past practices on this. This is.
Well, would you want to put that in the motion?
Yeah, I would.
Okay,
Something to the effect that we're not changing the precedents that we've set previously about posting. Commercial posting out there. Any further discussion? She's writing fevers, Lisa. All those in favor, John,
John, I,
Sue,
Do I?
Jeff, I, 3-0 passes. Discuss and consider early closure of the town office on December 24th.
No, I think they should have to work at 6.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
what day of the week is that?
I don't know.
I think it's a Wednesday.
Yeah. Cause on Thursday's Christmas. All about that. I was like, long weekend.
Yeah, the 24th is Wednesday.
Yeah,
We've done this for years. I don't have a problem with it. I do think we should be open in the morning, because a lot of people come in and buy, fishing licenses and stuff for presents.
For stocking stuffers?
Yeah, no.
A lot of people do that.
Yeah, what time do we usually close?
2:30.
2:30?
We did last.
I think it's 2:30 we typically have.
yeah.
That's fine.
I took the day off.
Yeah,
I
fun.
had vacation time I need to use.
But let's make sure there's plenty of notice again.
We could put it out tomorrow.
Do we need a motion for that? I don't think so. Make it happen. Review of draft bylaws for the Library Community Center Advisory Committee. I'll be honest, I just assume table this to the next meeting. I haven't gone through them yet.
Okay,
I was,
go ahead.
I didn't expect to get them so quickly.
Yeah.
I did go through them, but I didn't go through them to the level and degree that I wanted to, because I thought this was gonna take a month or so.
Yeah. Yeah,
But, my,
they were very efficient.
yeah, I do, just for one, I'm not opposed to tabling it based on the merits, but I think um, it does need some, proofing. There's a lot of places where there's inconsistency. The committee will be capitalized in one place and not the other. Or one place it'll say the select board, and the next time it'll say the board. So I think that who's ever doing this could, if they want, kind of work on that a little bit, but I have some other substantive comments as well, which I am prepared to do, but if, I'm also willing to table it if you feel we need to.
Well, I have one thing, well, one little section that I would like to make some changes to as well. Could we go over those and then? Or,
Yeah, we can.
I mean, but they can still continue on.
Right.
Waiting for this,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have some, did you want to go with what you thought should be changed?
Well, sure. My light's not very good here. I'm still a little unclear. It says, in the very first line, second line, it says advice to the select board and the South Thompson Library Community Center director. My impression was it was advice to the director. Now, either my impression's wrong, or I guess I'd like to hear a rationale, and I don't need it tonight, actually. So tabling it might be good.
Maybe a
Why?
response,
Huh?
a response to that?
Yeah, I mean, or justification. Why the select board? I mean, so anyways, and if it's intended as some sort of appeal process or something, perhaps it should be laid out differently. The other thing is, do we really want to close it off to our, I don't know, the huge pool of talent that are summer residents here?
What do you mean?
Well, it says that you got to be a full-time resident. And I just think personally, I think that's a mistake. Especially with, Zoom material, that's a question. Do we really want to do that? I mean, that means someone like a John Koffel or a Kevin Bunker would be excluded. Not that those two would be interested, but I don't know. That's a question.
Okay,
And then since we've already appointed these people and this calls for staggered terms, I assume we'd have to go back and stagger the appointments. Um, uh, and I'm not sure, is the intent that everybody would rotate through to the chair? I think that's a mistake if it is, because I think there's some people that are just not good chairs and don't want to do it, and so that's the thought.
I get that.
Um, so, but my biggest concern is where it says member positions. The duties that are described seem to be more managerial, or not even managerial, labor oriented, doing things physically than the duties of a member of an advisory committee. just, I don't know. I had some examples and I can't see them. The light's not very good here, but in general, that's the feel I get that when I read through that, I thought, well, that's not really advisory. That's actually doing it. Oh, I think one was scheduling. Um, so that's just my 2 cents, and I think that's it. But if we're going to table it, I'll review it in more detail and try to maybe even write something out.
If we're gonna table it and make recommendations, is that something that all the recommendations could be made and sent to the committee before they come back instead of doing it all here?
I'm sorry.
I think that's a good idea. We could,
Because
In-
they have
in-
another meeting set. What's the date that you guys?
Next week,
Oh, it's next week,
17th.
the 17th.
Well, we gave them 60 days.
Well,
And
they're
they-
in a
But they're
different
hot to
group.
go.
They don't wanna wait 60
And
days.
I think they took about 2. Uh, so I don't know. I mean, I like that. I think that summer resident question is an important issue, and I'd like to hear the rationale for it, excluding people like that. So
Well, I
maybe
think
maybe it's
if we made recommendations to them before their next meeting, at our next meeting, they can give us the rationale.
right.
Or make any changes that they see fit that maybe they didn't think about.
Yeah, yeah. But Jeff hasn't even read it yet.
Yeah, but,
I glanced through it. I did not delve into it at all.
So I'm willing to go with whatever you two want to do.
that's what I would like to know.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I'll make a motion to table this, but in the meantime, we all get together and make our comments and info, the committee and each of us on our inputs.
So we're talking separately.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, because we can't
Because all
discuss
we're doing is,
meat over there. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So you second the table?
yes.
Okay, all those in favor of table? John,
John,
Sue,
Do I?
Jeff, I.
and I'd like to say thank you to whoever did this. I thought it was very well, efficiently written. I mean, I wish I could be, um, I tend to be verbose in policies and stuff. And this was, I thought, very efficiently written, so.
Thanks, John.
Who was that?
That's better.
Beverly.
Oh,
So you're gonna email the suggestions so we can wiggle them in if we are discussed it and then.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, you don't have to. I guess I mean, these are drafts that you're proposing to us. You can say, no, we're sticking with this.
Right, but I mean, that's what I'm saying, so we can present them to the committee and we can discuss it, your
Yeah.
ideas.
Yeah, and then bring
As
back,
far, and just to get it out there, as far as the full-time resident, it's more about attendance. Than anything.
Yeah. Understood, but with Zoom and stuff, I think those times are changing and also defining who's a full-time resident is not an easy task.
Well, and anyone can come and at any time, so.
No, I know that, but if you can't be a member, just whatever, ask Phil.
Got it. I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah,
Okay,
question. You got a question?
yes, ma'am.
John mentioned it, so will these meetings be zoomed from this point forward because the first ones haven't been, or the first one was, but.
They don't have to be.
Typically, the committee meetings are not, there's a few that do.
You can attend them.
The only time you're required to do a Zoom is if one of the voting members of the committee is zooming in. Like, right now, we're required to do Zoom because John is on Zoom, but if John was sitting here, we wouldn't be required to do Zoom.
Thank you.
but even then, if there was a technical glitch and I couldn't Zoom in, I think the law allows you guys it doesn't
Yeah.
void what you guys do.
Correct.
I guess that's a good argument not to allow full-time residents.
Okay, and let's see.
You wanna do,
We'll do-
accepting the,
Yeah, I'm just reading one.
we have 2 executive sessions,
Yeah,
but one's not until 8, right?
right. And I'd like to do the other one at the end after we've done everything else on. So. Let's do donations.
Make a motion that we accept a donation of $25 to the library community center by Philip Clark.
I second that. Any further discussion?
All those, excuse me,
All those in favor? All those in favor, John?
John, I think
Stu,
I fell
Do
asleep.
I?
Jeff, aye.
It was pretty cozy.
It does. I make a motion that we accept the $48 donation by the library community center luncheon.
I'll
Second that. Okay, John's got the second.
Okay,
Any further discussion? All those in favor, John,
John, I,
Sue,
do I?
Jeff, aye.
And I make a motion that we accept the donation of $500 from the estate of Ann Cousins to the library community center.
seconded.
Any further discussion?
Hannah, we're still doing those little acknowledgement notes, right?
The donation letters?
Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
We didn't vote on that one.
Yeah, all those in favor, John,
John, I,
Sue,
Do I?
Jeff, aye. That finished donation?
Can I ask a question?
Hmm?
Or try? Is there a limit? That if a donation falls below, that we don't have to bring it to you, or do we bring all donations?
I think we're obliged to, the board is obliged to approve all donations.
That was my understanding, I just wanted to clarify, thank you.
Yeah,
But what about this question? So like the $48 was probably from 10 people.
right.
So those are little,
Yeah, I mean, we can approve $48 from multiple sources
Okay.
or from unknown sources or from anonymous sources. But the important part is that we're required to approve donations to the town. That the town gives every year, they give us that authority, but somebody has to approve it, so.
but like on the $48 one though, she doesn't need to send the form because it's a bunch of different people for varied amounts.
Correct, like anonymous ones or.
Okay, so that's considered anonymous. Okay,
yeah, I think the treasurer can use a little bit of discretion there.
okay.
And I think in the IRS requires us to send letters. I don't know what the cutoff is on that. I think it's 200, it might be 250. And the other reason that we want to send the letters is we want to be clear on what they're donating to. And if they have any restrictions that are associated with that donation. But if it's just something going to the library and they haven't specified anything else, I don't see that as a requirement, but again, we'll leave that to Terry and to Hannah to work in. Yeah. But I do think we need to approve all, even if it's $1.
That's my understanding,
The coffee money is also a donation.
it's revenue.
But
It
it's the people are putting random amounts of money in a jar, just like for lunch, so.
Right.
So that's a donation also.
Well,
It's revenue.
Yeah, so why isn't the lunch a revenue?
Because Jeff said it could be a donation because Denise requested it.
I think the intent was they were going to start lunches by donation rather than fixed price.
All I know is it was requested the lunch be a donation, and Jeff said, yes, that would be fine.
the bottom line is the treasurer is the arbitrator. So,
You know, if, I hate to make a mountain out of a molehill, mole, what am I doing?
yeah.
Harry, perhaps you should give our auditor a call and see what she thinks. I mean, if we're gonna have a debate, continuing debate on this, I mean, I
If you
think
look
that,
at the-
Pretty silly.
If you look at the law, it's revenue.
Yes, if you look at the law, it's revenue.
yeah,
But Denise requested, she said the ladies wanted to donate their money. They didn't want it to be a revenue. And after a discussion, Jeff said, okay, it goes to the same place. It's like,
Well, I can see
splitting hairs
I can
here.
see the difference between the luncheon and the coffee is the luncheon, everything is donated. All the food's donated by the people that are paying for the donations.
Right.
They donate the food and then they pay a donation to
pay
eat the
for
food.
see, I don't know enough about this to make a decision.
But the coffee, they buy coffee, so that turns it into revenue.
We do buy supplies for the luncheon also,
You buy food for the luncheon?
supplies as we do for coffee.
I gotta plug in, so I'll be back in a second.
Okay.
I was, so what about items rather than money donated to the library?
That should come to the select board too.
Okay, what, we had an air conditioner given to us in the past year.
Yep. Yeah, the select board is obliged to approve any donation to the town.
If somebody can ask for a receipt for a donation of a certain value for
Correct.
something that they donate.
Yeah.
As long as it's in line with what it should be.
Yep.
See, I think this is something that the advisory committee should research and come up with a recommendation.
I think he's feeling better.
I think so.
I feel good too if I was under that blanket.
Yeah, it's quite warm. That's why I think I'm falling asleep.
All right, monthly reports. Anything
I had
jump out?
Yeah, I had a comment on Terry's. Terry, I don't have the specifics here, but one of those items that you wrote about in your excellent reports is scarily close, I think, to, at least the way I read it, to drawing the town into a party, not a party, but into a boundary dispute between two private parties. I just urge you to be cautious there. Maybe that's moot now. I don't remember who it was. I thought it started with a J.
That's
You
gonna
know
be a
what-
lifetime battle. It's like a Hatfield and Foods.
It was November 13th and 17th visits.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah, there's a survey, Bill did the survey. Yeah, but they're
You know
just,
what I'm, you know what I'm
oh, I
talking,
know what you're talking about.
I just hate to see the town get in the middle of that.
No, we couldn't.
Yeah, I'm sure. And then, is David still there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
David's here.
Well, never mind, because I can't remember what it was. I had a comment on his,
Ambulance.
No, it wasn't the ambulance. I might look and bring it up when, we're almost done though, right?
Yeah,
If I can find it. Go ahead. Don't wait for me.
okay.
I can always call David directly and ask him.
So I'll entertain a motion to approve the warrants going to sign.
So
I'll make a
moved.
motion. I'll second that.
All right, any further discussion? All those in favor, John,
John, I.
Sue,
Do I?
Jeff, I. Seems like there's, set next meetings.
Not having another one this month.
Somebody has a burning desire to meet between Christmas and New Year's.
Oh, thanks.
So normally it would be the 13th and the 27th. Is that good?
Sounds good at this point. I live by doctors, not by,
13th, 17th,
13th and 27th.
I mean 27th, yeah, 13th and 27th.
2026.
Right?
Yeah.
And anything else? Okay, last chance.
what time is it?
7.
7. So,
We'll call
I
you
make-
back.
well,
I make a motion. Well, Kristen.
wait a minute, we do what, there's another one.
Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah,
David won.
yeah.
Can we that one now?
Yeah, we should do that one.
I'll make a motion that I can't, I don't have any light here, so I can't read the.
Pursuant to 1 MRSA 405, paragraph 6A, to discuss a personnel matter with the fire chief.
Second.
All those in favor? John,
John, I.
Sue,
Do I?
Jeff, I. Thank you.
John, you gonna stay awake?
I hope
Gotta
so.
stay awake till after 8.
Yeah.
I gotta stay awake till after 8. I might go take a little snooze.
You look so cozy.
Well, I had to come down here last night for a 9